Alright, guys. It's actually an exciting day. Exciting, new chapter, you know what I mean? Guess what? I would never believe this, months ago, years ago, basically my whole life. I would never believe I would be saying this, but today, we are at Barnes & Noble, and we are about to get a new book, and for once, maybe twice in my life, I am excited to read. Like, I'm going to go in there, get a book, and I'm excited to read it. And I just never thought I would say that. Maybe it sounds stupid to, like, a lot of people. Like, oh, it's just reading. Like, everyone reads, you know what I mean? Some people don't. I know I didn't. It might sound stupid, but I'm excited to read. And, like, I don't even know why I'm geeking, but I'm geeking. And, let me think. Like, I found this author. I mean, maybe, like, he's a pretty popular author. His name's God, I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Osamu Dazai, and he made this book right here, No Longer Human. I'm sure, like, a lot of people. I mean, it's like pretty, like, popular book. Let me try to find it. I have it in my bag right here. It's a pretty popular book, and this book really, like, opened my eyes and, like, set me into this. It gave me this desire to just keep reading and keep expanding my knowledge. And this book was so good. It's dark as fuck. It is fucked up. But it is so good because if you, like, the real author, he committed suicide at the age of 39, and this is, like, basically his thoughts portrayed as a character, and it's like a biography. It's semi-autobiographical. Wow. God, I don't edit, but edit that out like Flight Man. Semi-autobiographical. Yeah, so it's basically him portrayed as a character in Japan, and his thoughts are so raw, and they're so scary to think that someone could think like this. Someone can be so, I guess you could call it, out of the ordinary, and feel so detached from life, reality, human emotions. But it's also relatable in a sense. Not everything, not to the extent, but everyone has those moments, I feel like, at least me, that I could relate to some of the stuff in the book and how he feels and how he fakes a lot and stuff like that. Which I'm not saying by any means that my life is anything like this, because I am so happy with my life and I love life. But this is just like something that hit really hard, and it really encouraged me to keep reading his stuff. And today I will be getting The Setting Sun, which is another book. I believe it's post-war Japan. It came out before this one, though, because this came out in 1948. The other one came out in 1947, maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong on that, though. I did a little bit of research before. But, yeah, no, I'm just super excited. And I never thought I would really say this, but I don't know. I think, like, my ex got me really into reading, because I don't know. There would be times she would always talk about reading, whatever. But, like, there was this one, like, we were at the beach, and she was so captivated in the book, and like, I was just doing my own thing, like, trying to find ways to pass the time. And, like, that kind of intrigued me, because I'm like, what could be so interesting about a book? And obviously I've read it before, and I've read, like, a couple books over the couple past years, but I've never, like, had that desire to keep reading. Like, I read a book and then haven't read it. I would read a book, not read again for another, like, 5 months, then read a book maybe. And I've actually had this book for, like, a year and a half. And I read, like, 100 pages of it, and then I'm like, nah. And I decided to sit down, really read it, and enjoy it, and understand it. And that shit fucking changed my perspective, changed, like, everything that I thought about reading. And, like, it really, really, this book hit, man. I don't know how to say it, but this book hit, and it really, like, I love, like, the darkness. I like, as much, I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but I love the darkness, I love the pain, and I love the rawness. And that's what I got with Mr. Desai, No Longer Human. So, yeah, like I said, I was intrigued by how, like, a book could captivate you and really, like, block you out from the outside world, because I think that's kind of what's needed right now. And I was reading the past, like, 2 weeks. I've read this the past 2 weeks. I probably could have stayed more consistent, but I'm kind of glad I didn't rush it. And I read this at the beach. Very good, just calming, peaceful, just like energy. Just reading this, obviously not a peaceful, energetic book, but I just felt like so. You know, it was just an escape, and I just want to keep being able to find that peace, read at the beach, and just keep learning. And, like, that's one thing I'm very thankful for, is that my ex introduced me to reading, and I'm excited to read. And we're about to go get my book, and I'll be back when we got it. So yeah, all right, wait, let me turn the music off again. Don't want to get copyrighted. All right, book has been secured. I'm so hyped. So, right here, The Setting Sun, Osama Desai. Let's see. Let me read the book. Let me read the back. So we got the top quote. It says, "I wonder how it would be if I let go and yielded myself to depravity." You know what I mean? And this is like post-World War, you know, so it's very relevant. Because they were deprived of a lot of things. And this powerful and tragic novel vividly paints life in a nation in social and moral crisis. Set in the early post-war years, it probes the destructive effects of war and the transition from a feudal Japan to an industrial society. Osama Desai died a suicide in 1948, but the influence of his book has made people of the Setting Sun a permanent part of the Japanese language and his heroine. Kazuku, a young aristocrat who deliberately abandons her class, a symbol of the anami that pervades so much of the modern world. And, you know, that's what it is. I'm just excited to read it. Let's see how many pages. My good looking boy. Yeah, it's like around the same one. It's 175. This one was like 169, I believe. It was actually 170. Okay, 170. I was one off. So we have two side by side. There's also another one. What is it called? It says The Flowers of Buffoonery, and that one's actually before both of these. But that's more. It's still dark, but it's like a humorous side, a dark humor. It's like dark humor. It's a humorous side of the darkness, and like in this book particularly, he has a thing called, he calls it clowning. It's like when he masks himself. You know, he's depressed. He's like he's so fucked up, but he's one of the funniest people ever, and everyone loves him, and he calls it like clowning, and he says he's a clown, and that he can just make anybody laugh, and you wouldn't even know, and everyone loves him. So that's like very prevalent in the Flowers of Buffoonery. And I don't know if that's in this one, but you know, we'll see. I'm excited. So yeah, that's my mission to get a book. It's just a whole lot of yap. I'm gonna probably go to the beach right now and read up a little bit. Hell yeah. We about to pull up to the mystery spot. You know, I wore slides. Couldn't tell you a more retarded decision. We out here struggling, but we gonna get there.
Ooh, okay, I'm putting the camera away. Chat. I hit legs today too. Probably isn't a good mix. Ooh. Alright, let me put the camera away. So guys, we have finally reached this destination. This is the spot. You don't know how hard, how long, how much effort I had to put just to go here. Because, God, I don't know how I'm gonna get down, bro. This is gonna be terrible. But yeah, it's the book. I'm low-key just gonna read for a little bit because I don't want to come down when it's dark. Because that would be very bad. But, can I stand this up somewhere? Not really. But, yeah, should be fun. Read for a little bit. It's a nice little sacred spot. Yeah.